What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Center for Stingray Biology. Today we got some more special pups born. Alright, come on over here. I walked by this tank and I noticed that the water was really cloudy, and whenever I see that, I always have a little cause for concern. When I see the dirty water, I know that a pregnant female has either given birth or released something, right? But usually a good birth is a good clean birth where the water doesn't get all cloudy. So sometimes when I see that, I get a little bit concerned. So the first thing I did was I immediately looked around the tank to see if there were any babies. And check it out, guys, right there. We got 2 babies. And then the second thing that I immediately did was look all over the place to see if there was any albinos. Okay, but unfortunately there wasn't. And then I realized, you know what? The mating here was not going to produce albino because it was a normal male crossed with the albino female. In those cases, we only produce hets, right? We don't get albinos. It would be the next generation. So then I was like, okay, not bad. And I just remembered. So the next thing I did was I look at my stickers where I write down the dates. Show everybody. All right, check this out. Look at that. 4/13/21. Okay. So that was the marked down date that I had for the birth. Today is the morning of 4/14. So chances are these pups were born last night. So sometimes it just absolutely amazes me how what's the word? How exact it can be, right down to the day. But even when it's not down to the day, usually it's within a couple of days, right? The only times that it's off is if there was a problem with the pregnancy, then it either comes really early or comes much later. But when it's a decent birth, good development, it comes in on time. And as many births as I've already had in this place, it always just, I don't know, amazes me that the date can be so accurate, you know, with no ultrasounds or scans or anything like that. Just fascinating. So anyways, I wasn't expecting these pups, so I wasn't ready. So what I got to do right now is I have this floating cage here where I kept the previous pups. So I'm just gonna release this guy for now out into the main tank, and easy enough, I can just use this net, dip, and just kind of glide him out. Since this is a floating cage, I can press down it on a little bit and just see, guide it right out. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Oh, don't. Oh. My goodness. You see that?
Yeah.
It went into the other floating cage. All right. But anyways, I'll leave that in there for now. Let me just empty some of the water out of this pipe here. All right, but I'll deal with that escape fish right now because I wanted to release it into the big tank. The reason being is I have this big male down here. The fish that just dropped into this floating cage is a female, so we wouldn't want him to start getting aggressive on her because there's such a big size difference, and with all the hormones filled up into the water here, it might trigger him to want to do something. Okay, but anyways, enough of that. Let's get these pups out of here. I don't want anything to happen to them, and I'm very curious on what the sex is. I actually don't know if I have a preference of what sex I want it to be. I think maybe ideally I want it to be either a pair or 2 females. That would be what I want. Okay, so can everyone see? Really nice pattern. Let's put on the flash here. Alright, there we go. Really good pattern for Boesemani. And oh, there's a big yolk sac. So the fish are early, or I don't know if it's early because it was exactly the date that I had written down, but maybe it was just slow to develop. Because if you guys remember, I had moved this female over here because she wasn't doing so well in the big tank over there, and I had transported here so that it can eat better, and it, yeah, you can show everybody. so that it can eat better, regain its strength. And obviously we have achieved that goal. That's why she is breeding again, okay? But given that maybe she wasn't super healthy when I first moved her over, and she needed that conditioning, probably when she was pregnant, when she got pregnant, she wasn't fully conditioned yet. So maybe that's why it would explain that these pups are a little bit on the small side and still carrying a yolk sac. Okay, so here's the second one. Again, very nice pattern. And let's take a look. Oh, it's a female. So now we got two females and another big yolk sac. All right. So I don't know what's going on here, but I always seem to get a lot of females, whether it's albino or not. But hey, I'm not gonna complain. I'm glad that she was able to recover, right? I've had a couple of viewers asking about an update on her, and I just haven't had time to make the video. But since she just gave birth today, I guess it's the perfect opportunity to show you what's going on with her. So I appreciate everyone's concern and wanting to follow up with this fish. It shows me that you guys are loyal followers, and I really appreciate that. Good news is she's doing fine and she's breeding again, which is a good sign. I haven't seen any evidence of remating yet. I don't see any sperm anywhere. I did notice that the male, that's the father right there, has been biting on the female the past couple of days, so maybe he kind of already knew what was coming. That's why he was trying to mate with her. So we'll see what happens. I think the water's a little bit too cloudy for my taste, and I don't want all these organics in the water, especially now that I have newborns. So I'm also going to do oh, there we go. That's the fish that we just moved in here. She freaked out for a little bit. I don't know why she freaked out like that. Maybe she got scared by the big male swimming around, because he is up on the wall right here. But anyways, the first thing I'm going to do now is to do a quick water change so that I can reduce the huge organic load in the water right now from the mother giving birth, just to improve the water quality so that the babies can have a better chance of survival. So I'm going to get started on that water change right now, and I appreciate everyone's support, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe. If you want to see me do the water change, just hang out. I'll add some B-roll footage at the end. Alright, see you guys. Hey guys, so here we go. All I gotta do is close this valve and do a quick turn of this handle. Simple enough. And then we're gonna open the valve back up, and then you can hear the back flushing start. There it goes. You guys hear that? It's churning inside the filter. And that's pretty much it. Now we just gotta wait for the tank to empty out. Here we are. The tank is about 80% drained now, and we can get a good look at the fish right now. We can see that they're active and moving around, and they're definitely going to appreciate this water change. So now what we're going to do is start to fill the tank back up. So I got to stop the back flushing process. I got to close the valve again and then turn it back to filter, and now open that valve back up. You see I have it marked, and then we can see the water start coming down from the filter right there in that back corner. Now that we got that going, I have to come around to this other side here. Oh, look at that. The rays all went to the water flushing down, so they're probably enjoying that blast of oxygen. But now I come to this side, and I'm going to open this valve. That's the main valve, and then that's the valve to the tank. Just like that. Now we got good, clean, fresh water coming into the tank. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to come back around here and let you guys see. There we go. You see that's the new water coming down. That's the third line that you see over there. And we're just going to fill this back up. And that's pretty much it. So here we are about halfway full. I'm going to show you guys real quick. Alright, so here's a side view of the tank. As you guys can see, she's still breathing quite hard from giving birth. Let's take a look from the top here. We can see her much better. I just love looking at her. Her color is just so amazing. And we can see that the water is much, much clearer now. The tank is about halfway full.
And we're going to call it the end of the video right now and finish filling up the tank. So I'll see you guys next time.